I got a little headache, so please bear with me. We're going to try to make it through. Welcome to another episode of In Our Lane podcast. I'm your host, Emmeisha. You can follow me everywhere at EMMEISHA. And you can follow the podcast at _ In Our Lane. That's _INOURLANE. And yeah, so let's hop right into this topic of the day. So I wanted to start off talking about when you cut people off, the conversations that you have when you meet the one. So when you settle on one person and y'all finna make it official, that's when you gotta start having those type of conversations with the rest of the people. If you're talking to other people, you gotta have those cut off conversations. And so it was funny to me that when I came across this, because like I recently had to have these conversations, not because I'm in a committed relationship right now. It's just I was not happy with the young men that I was spending my time with. So I just felt like, what's the point of me still talking to you, or you still having the idea that I'm still in that mindset with you, and I'm not. So I just had to recently, no, it wasn't like recent, but it was like a couple months ago when I had to have this conversation with somebody, and I was just like, so I'm seeing someone else, and yeah, so we can be cordial because I know that we run in kind of like the same circle. So I know like eventually I'm gonna run into you and we're gonna see each other at some point. So I never wanted it to be like on some bad terms or nothing like that, because we was cool at the end of the day. And that's one thing I can say about pretty much all of the guys that I've ever messed with. We was cool at the end of the day, like majority of them. Some of them, you should never speak to me ever again in your life. And if you ever see me in public, keep it pushing, sir. But majority of the guys that I've dealt with, we cool at the end of the day, and it's no bad blood. It just didn't work out. And that's just how it is. And I'm happy it's like that. Like I would hate to feel like a lot of the guys that I messed with, we were on terrible terms and they did something like extremely terrible to me. And I just, whenever I see them, like, nigga, I hate you. Like I would hate to have to do that with multiple people. Like I feel like it's only like one person that I would say if I ever saw him, he better not even think about speaking to me. Maybe two that I would say like don't ever, but that was that guy. I hope I don't ever see that man again in my life. That was so long ago. But yeah, like some of you guys, like we cool. So it's like if I see you out in public, I'm probably not gonna speak, but if you speak, I'll say hey or whatever, or that's pretty much it. But back to the conversation at hand. Yeah, cutting people off is funny to me. Like it wasn't as hard as I thought it was, because like it wasn't like me and that person had been like actively, in communication at that time when I had cut it off or whatever. We had already cut it off without even having a conversation about it, but I just had to make sure that he knew, because he would randomly just text me and say a lot of inappropriate things, and I'm like, dude, like you don't have to do all that. We not even like that no more, because whatever the case is, I don't feel like going into detail, but yeah, like I had already like moved on like with my life, like, and he would just randomly like pop up and just say like inappropriate sexual things, and I'm just like, we not even on that level no more. So I don't even know why you so comfortable talking to me like that. Like, we like that still. So yeah, I just had to let him know, because I didn't ever want to be around my new man and a text message pop up and you talking reckless and he see it and then he like, what you got going on? So yeah, like, cause when I met my man, I just don't want to mess that situation up. Like, I just was like, look, everybody, I got to go, because I want him to feel like he the only one, which he is. I want him to know that I'm all in, I'm fully invested. He's the only person that I'm thinking about, the only person that I want. And I don't want him to feel like it's no competition. I don't want him to feel any type of way about no other man. I just want everybody to know that we're no longer have anything going on, and you don't got to worry about me. So yeah, like, I feel like those conversations are needed, and I'm just trying to figure out, like, maybe that's why, like, my current situation isn't the way that I would. Maybe that's one of the reasons why things aren't really like heading in the direction that I would have liked them to, because maybe he still got something going on with somebody else and he's trying to, like, you know, make that situation come to an end, because you never know, like, how the other person may receive that. So it's like, I couldn't imagine if I'm thinking me and a guy got something going on and then he come to me and be like, well, so I'm engaged and whatever we had going on is over. Like, I would be crushed. I would be so hurt if my man, if I'm the other woman, because I feel like I'm the one. So, but if I'm not, I would feel so hurt. Like, I couldn't imagine if I liked a guy, like, and I was just solely focused on him, and then he come and tell me that, oh, well, I'm being serious with Emmeisha now, or whoever now, and whatever we had going on, that's over with. Don't be calling my phone, don't be popping up at my house. Like, if you see me out, you could, like, it's cool, but whatever, but it ain't that no more. Like, I could not imagine a guy coming up to me and saying that. And it's crazy, because the guy ain't never said that to me. Like, a guy has never was like, look, I'm serious with X, Y, and Z now, so whatever we had going, I've never had a guy do that. But I've definitely had, like, to cut niggas off. Like, for this current guy, I had to cut somebody off to make sure that he wasn't texting me and thinking we still had something going on. And then I think it was last year, I had to cut somebody off for another person, because when I really, really like a guy, I'm cutting everybody off and I'm just focusing on that one guy. But if it is what it is. Like, I don't know how I feel about the situation. I have a roster and you're not the only one, sir. I'm just keeping it real. But if I really, really like you, that roster is gone. I'm not speaking to them no more. And yeah, that's just how I feel about it. Y'all let me know, like, how do y'all have those type of conversations? I could only imagine that they get very heated and get very awkward, especially if the person that you are saying it to still has feelings for you. Luckily, in my situation, that nigga was doing whatever the fuck he wanted to do anyways. So it really didn't matter that I kind of had the cutoff conversation with him, because like I said, like, we had already kind of went our separate ways, but he would periodically just drop in sometimes, and I'm just like, we not even. But yeah, so them conversations are hard and weird, but I'll do it over and over and over again for the right person. Like, when I'm with somebody that I really, really like, I don't even want to be entertaining nobody else. Like, I just don't have the time, for one. don't have the energy for 2. And 3, I'm not finna mess up my opportunity for my man to put a ring on his finger. Like, it's just not finna happen. So let's talk about it, y'all. I'm tired of going to family functions alone. Like, I'm tired of going to family gatherings by myself. Like, I really am. Like, I just want to have my person with me at family functions. Like, I feel like that's just so important to me, to be able to bring somebody around my family, because I don't do that. Like, somebody might, when I was living with my mom, a guy might see my mom just because that's her house, and it'll be like in passing, and of course I'll introduce them, because that's kind of disrespectful to have somebody over at her house and not introduce her to them. But other than that, like, y'all not sitting at the dinner table having dinner every other weekend. Like, y'all not coming to Thanksgiving dinner, y'all not coming to Christmas, y'all not coming to nothing we got going on, y'all not coming on a family vacation. Like, I want, when it's time for family vacations, like, I want me and my man to be in our own hotel room. Like, well, this year we got a mansion, so that's gonna be super, super fun. I can't wait to come back and talk to you guys about that. But we getting a whole mansion. Like, I would want us to have our own room in the mansion this year, but I'm single and I don't have anybody to bring on the family trip. But eventually that will happen for me, and it's gonna be amazing. But yeah, like, just like every time holidays pass by and I don't have a significant other there with me, it just really puts me in a funk. It makes me so sad that I don't have nobody. And it'll be one thing if, say, like, for Mother's Day, you want to be with your mom for Mother's Day, so I understand. But things like Christmas and Thanksgiving, like, I would want to be either with you at your family's place, or we could do both. We can start off at my family's place, because we might do things a little bit earlier than your family, or vice versa, however the case may be. But it's just like, for the holidays, like, or whatever, we might just be just doing something just because. And I want to be able to have my person with me. Like, I haven't introduced anybody to my entire family in like 5 years. Like, that's a long time for no one to be by my side, you know? And I wouldn't say it's embarrassing, but I do kind of feel like people in my family may be like, why she don't never have nobody? Because it's like, my cousins are in relationships, my sister is in a relationship, and I'm the single one. Like, that's not cute. And they be having a boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever come over and be there for family functions, and I'm just like by myself, and I don't like it. And I know eventually that's gonna come, but yeah, I have really been thinking about that a lot, and I just hope that my man comes really, really soon. And like, I know I be talking about my man all the time, but we're not really together. So it's like, I don't really have those type of expectations for him to be at certain events and do, like, even my birthday. Like, I spent another birthday single and alone. Like, I didn't have, like, even though I was hanging out with my girls, I still would have liked to have my man at my dinner. Like, and then whatever I did with my friends afterwards, like, he could just go and I'll meet up with him later at the end of the night. Or we could have, like, did something together for my birthday. Like, it's just things like that. Like, I just wish that I had a significant other to share those moments with. And I just got to keep waiting until that time comes for me. But that's just something that I always, every time we have a family function, I always be like, oh my gosh, like, here we go again, and me by myself. And Yeah, but I love the fact that I don't bring a lot of people around my family because it's just, what's the point? Why get, why introduce you to my family if you're not going to be around forever? If you're not going to marry me? Like, what is the point of me introducing them to anybody? So, yeah. I'm just, when I introduce somebody to my family, I'm going to know that that's the one because I don't do that. Like, at all. Especially now that I live on my own. My mom has no clue who any of my recents were. She don't even know what they look like. And I like that. It need to stay like that. All right, y'all. So places to go, things to do. I went to a Braves game, and I feel like the last time I went to a Braves game was when Braves were at Turner Field. And so this was my first time at a Braves game at the new stadium, and I had a good time. So I had a hot dog with some french fries. And then when we got to our seat, I realized that it was a slutty vegan cart right there. And I was like, dang, if I would have just waited a little bit longer. But anywho, we had got us a nice little drink, got our food, sat down, and I had a blast. Like, it was really, really fun. Like, I didn't think I would have that much fun because I know I like going to basketball games, but I didn't know I would like going to a baseball game that much. But I really, really enjoyed going to the baseball game, and I would love to go again. Like, I could see why it's an American pastime because you really do have a good time while you're there. So, if you haven't been to a Braves game, go check out a Braves game, or whatever city you're in, go check out your local baseball team's games and have a good time. Have a ball because you could drink and have a good time. And not luckily, but one thing I like about where the Brave Stadium is located, they have a lot of restaurants and stuff outside of there. So even after the game, y'all can go bar hop, go find somewhere and have some more drinks and get some more food and have a good time outside of the game. So that was a good thing because the Battery has a lot going on. I definitely want to just go down there and just explore the Battery itself, not really necessarily go to a game, but go down there and check out the bars and eat some of the food because some of the restaurants look good. And then I saw that they have, I forgot which theater it is. I don't want to say the wrong thing, but they do have a theater there, so I'm pretty sure they have shows all the time. So I definitely want to check out a show at the theater over there, and not like a movie theater. I think it's like an actual like live performance theater. So I'm really excited to go back down there and check that out. So Emmeisha's playlist, let's bring it up and hit shuffle. Why did I just sing like that? Okay, let's go. Exactly. This could be us. Stop playing. Stop playing. This is Relationship Goals by Tank. I know y'all can't hear it on YouTube, but the audio gets to hear it, and I was in here doing the most. But this could be us. It's like, why are you playing? Stop playing with me. I hope he see this. He probably won't, but because I don't think he watched my show, but he knows about it, and so yeah, this could be us. Let me stop being a sap, because y'all gonna really think that I'm really like, I'm honestly, forget all that. I am a sap. I'm in my feelings, okay, and yeah, it's just, I don't know, y'all. I could talk. I'm gonna talk about that on a bonus episode. I'll just leave my little thoughts that I have. But yes, that's Relationship Goals by Tank. Okay, so ask Misha. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. What? This is my first time pulling that card. Ooh, I like this question. It says, what is your dream vacation? I like that. My dream vacation. Oh, I like this question too. But my dream vacation would be to go to, I love going warm places. I do want to travel to cold places, but my dream will probably be maybe we can go to like let me think. I would want to go to Jamaica, and I would want to spend a week. Like, I feel like a good vacation is like 5 days at least, because the first day you traveling and you get in there and you got to get settled. Of course, you got to get dinner and all that good stuff, get cute at the end of the night. Then it's time for Pound Town. And then the first 2 days, you'll probably do like some type of excursion, get active, maybe go ride the ATVs. I know in Jamaica, like, they have a wonderful waterfall that I want to go see. And the other thing I be seeing on Instagram all the time, where it's like the guys, they rub you down in the mud and you like on the little, I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little boat or whatever, and they just take you through the water or whatever. So the next 2 days probably gonna be like excursions, and then like one day we might go to like the spa and get a couple massage and just have nice candlelit dinner one night, have good breakfast in the bed every morning, have a midnight swim, get a little, skinny dipping or whatever. And I always wanted to like have sex on the beach. So I definitely want to check that off my bucket list with my man, my husband, for sure. So yeah, like, I would love to go to Jamaica 5 days minimum. And that's any vacation. We need 5 days, because the last day is just resting, because we finna be on this plane and just getting everything together so we could go back home. So yeah, at least 5 days for sure for a vacation in Jamaica, doing excursions, go to the spa, have beautiful dinners, walks on the beach. Definitely gotta check out that waterfall. Yeah, that's my dream vacation. And like, I want our room to be like a suite where it has like the nice tub in there, so we can take a nice bath together and have like the stand-up shower in there with the what am I trying to say? Just, y'all know, the nice showers with the glass doors, and have a little good time in the shower. But yeah, like, all of that. come in, have rose petals on the bed, and you know how they do the towels and make them into animals. Like, I love little details like that when I go stay at places. But yeah, I just feel like I would love that. That would be like a dream vacation for me. Because they have a lot of resorts that are like couple based and they try to make it very romantic. So I would love to go to a nice resort in Jamaica and just be bent over on a balcony. I'm sorry. But that's the truth. Like, that's just what I want. Or even if we're not doing that, just spending time with you will be good enough for me. But who knows? All right, so stay in your lane and work on being disciplined, okay? This is my chapter that I'm working on right now in my life, is discipline. Like, showing up for yourself even when you don't feel like it. Like, I've been really trying to focus on my fitness goals and making sure that I go to the gym and making sure that I'm eating right and just making sure that, like, my skincare, like making sure that I wash my face and make sure I do my mask, make sure I'm drinking my water. And I do got to get back on to taking my vitamins. I'm not really good at stuff like that, but I have to be disciplined and really work on, like, I don't like taking medicine at all. Like, anything that has to go into like any type of pill shape, anything that I have to orally put into my body, that's why for birth control I chose the shot, because I just know that I'm not gonna be disciplined. I know that about myself for sure. I'm not gonna be disciplined enough to take that pill on time every month. So yeah, get disciplined and stop not showing up for yourself. Like, you're gonna continuously be disappointed and upset because you don't know how to be disciplined. And anything worth having is gonna take some work to get it. So buckle down and stay focused on the plan. Stay focused on whatever it is that you want to do. Discipline, discipline, discipline. That is the word. Discipline. Showing up when you don't want to. Getting it done when you don't want to. When you tired, get your butt up and still do it. I was reading a book and she said that you got about 5 seconds to make a decision on whether or not you're going to do something or not. Because after 5 seconds, you're going to talk yourself out of it. So if you say you finna get up and go work out, do it right then and there. Because if you wait too long, your mind is going to trick you into not doing it. And next thing you know, you sitting in the bed eating a bowl of ice cream and you didn't go work out. So discipline. Just keep that in mind. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for listening to this episode of In Our Lane. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.